What's up, Zay? What's up, Akita? Well, Astros still haven't lost. They lost one game. They still got a whole nother chance to go to the World Series. Oh, good luck, DJ. What's up, Wings? How's your day going? My day's just getting started, man. I'm your favorite streamer, Chad Warden. Shit. You ever watch me while you in the caddy? Well, last time I streamed Diablo 2, we streamed the Vengeance Paladin. Now we're doing a Fishmancer. These are drastically different killing speeds. Oh, shit, I can play this on the highest difficulty, shit. Hey, Drifter, dude, thank you for the $5, man. Appreciate the love. Good afternoon, Moonglum. The idea with Diablo on the difficulty scaling isn't so much about the difficulty itself. It's more so about the item drop and experience. 1, 3, 5, and 7 increases your item drop. Well, it doesn't increase your item drop. It decreases the no drop chance. Like, once you get to, like, enemy level 7... Well, look at it this way. Like, every time that you add a player into the game, it adds 50% to a monster's health. So, like, if you're playing on players 1, that's the normal monster health. Playing on players 3, the monsters have double the health. Playing on players 5, they have quadruple the health. You know, and I don't know the words for the rest of it. Like, it just keeps going up and up and up and up by 50%. Like, I think at the end of the day, they have like 550% health or something shit like that at players 8. And like, different classes play at different player count because of the health. But like, the more players that you have in the game, the more experience you get. But like, experience gain, like that's a super like mathematical thing to go into. It all depends on how quick you can kill. Like, if you're a Necromancer, your damage is dictated by the enemy's health mainly. So all it takes is you to get one enemy down. So like, the difficulty scaling on a Necromancer is way easier to deal with than, say, like a Barbarian, which is his damage is dictated by his strength stat and whatever weapon that he might find. See what we got here. I can't wait for the next Destiny 2 stream. It's coming. I was thinking about doing it tonight. I was gonna maybe get a couple guys together and maybe run through the campaign for the Witch Queen. Honestly, I could see why a lot of people dislike Kuros, but like, it's not that difficult to navigate the jungle. Like the hardest part about the Kuros jungle is realizing that the flare jungle doesn't always connect to the spider jungle. It just depends on how the map rolls. Am I excited for Alan Wake 2? I never played Alan Wake. So I can't be excited for something I've never dealt with. What should you get for lunch? Bojangles. Yeah, I've been craving Bojangles. I've been wanting some dirty rice, some chicken supremes, a little side of mash and gravy. It's just Bojangles so damn expensive. Yum, cheeky. You can make that meal for way cheaper at home. Yeah. Everybody says this. It isn't that much cheaper at home. And at home you gotta fucking clean, you gotta wash dishes. And if anything, as an adult, my entire adult life, I've made a quest to do as little dishes as humanly possible. I think Kelly cooked us Alfredo, though. Well, it's not even rinse and plate. Like we use paper plates, but like you got a pot, you got different containers for seasoning. Sometimes you get flour everywhere. You gotta wipe the counters down. Gotta sweep the floor. Gotta get stains off the counters. See, like, the idea is like you're telling me not to use paper plates for some like environmental reason, and my first thing in my head, I'm like, what? Don't use a paper plate because it's flimsy? I'm like, nah, you put a real plate underneath it as a base. Do I sit at a table as a family? Nah. We poor folk here in the South. We sit. Me and my wife. We have two. We have this love seat that's two recliners with like a console in the middle. We sit there and watch TV. We do it big up in the Jordan household. I don't know what Perkins is, but I fucking hate IHOP. I don't eat at IHOP, but I hate IHOP strictly from DoorDash. No, Mr. Maple. There you go. Confess my sins? I'm not religious. What's my donation goal, Charles? For you to stop asking about the donation goal? Shoot, I try to do so little dishes. Like I have one of those like spoon things for the stovetop that you're supposed to put like the sauce spoon in or like the dipping spoon. Motherfucker, that's a paper towel. That's a paper towel. Take a paper towel, fold it up, set it right on the stove. Yeah, Scroll Town Portal is a good item. Yeah, it's that new rapper channel. I'm about to wrap you up like a present for that band. We got Ort Rune. Dang. Had to use a motherfucking potion. You see this shit? You got your boy out here messed up. Let's see. No dual. No try resist. No try resist. Am I getting the Metal Gear Master Collection? Probably not. Metal Gear. Why have nice dishes if you're not going to use them? That's the easy answer. for looks. When motherfuckers walk into your house, they think that you're suave and debonair and shit like that. But realistically, you a Dixie chick. What's the worst thing I ever wasted money on? Trying to think of like something I bought that gave me, that was a considerable amount of money that gave me zero fucking value. Fucking Triton headsets is the first thing that come to mind. Spicy tenders. They're called chicken supremes. Get the chicken supremes. Get the buffalo sauce. If you're in for a quick meal, get the spicy fries. I mean the seasoned fries. But if you want to sit down and eat, get the dirty rice with a side of mashed potatoes. Going to pay a little extra, but it's worth it. Man, just talking about that fucking Bojangles meal makes me want to fucking Coke. I should treat myself? Yeah. Problem is I'm streaming right now. All the Coca-Colas are at the store. We could do a brief Coca-Cola intermission. Don't tempt me. Because it'd take me like 10 minutes to go get it. Because like I know if I did do that, like, oh, hold on guys, I'll be right back, 10 minutes. I'd get stuck behind a lottery player. It happens every fucking time I want to get like somewhere fast. Like, if I ever am in a hurry to get out of a convenience store, there's 3 people in front of me and every one of them play the lottery. Not only would they play the lottery, but they'll want to pick too. Like, they'll cash in like 7 fucking cards and they'll be like, you get $22 back. Alright, let me get a number 6, 7, and 3, 4. It's like, dog, why can't this be another line? Are the Walmarts in Conway self-checkout only? I honestly don't know. That'd be more of a Kelly question. Because, like, it's been so long since I actually went into Walmart and bought something. Because normally we just do, like, the, we order on the app and just pick up on curbside. Has Walmart went to self-checkout only?
No.
No?
Very few cashiers remain. But there still are a couple.
I remember when self-checkout first came in and all the old boomers were afraid to use them. That's when self-checkout was nice. And then everybody had to ruin it by or learning how to use self-checkout and then like scanning like fucking big screen TVs as a pound of tomatoes. Like, why can't y'all the reason we can't have nice shit? Speaking of big screen TVs, everybody has the big screen TV. We don't need no more Black Friday sales on big screen TVs. They need to put like some fucking Doritos up in that motherfucker on sale. Need some of these groceries, playa. Damn, y'all seen that shit on Twitter too? Y'all letting out where I get all my jokes from. You stole a pack of Yu-Gi-Oh cards as a kid from Toys R Us, and they've never financially recovered from it. You're the reason we don't got Toys R Us anymore. You should feel bad about yourself. Get it. Ooh, life and resistance. Let's go. Dude, the UK already gets gouged for fuel. 95 here. Your sister would steal anything that wasn't nailed to the floor. You know, I've never had the desire to steal. Like, even as, like, a young kid. Like, it's never said it's like, oh, it overcome me. It has to happen. Shit, I always went with the old moniker of "must be nice. I need to get like you, my boy." I was gonna say, not everybody steals out of necessity. Like, I watched a motherfucking Walmart steal, like, a yellow light for a turn signal. It's like, really? I mean, think about it. That could be a necessity steal, but, like, that's such an odd thing to, like, go and put your freedom up for. It's like, oh, I don't have a turn signal right now. Let me go to Walmart real quick. No, I wasn't even an employee at Walmart. I was just fucking walking around the automotive section. Motherfucker just pocketing fucking lights. I was like, oh shit, okay. I remember I was in a fucking Blockbuster one time as a teenager. And this dude was carrying a pair of channel locks around opening the DVD cases. Because like Blockbuster back in the day used to have like these magnetic strips that go along the side of the DVD case that the cashiers had to take off. So you could take the tape home. He was sitting there taking a pair of channel locks and prying the bitches off and putting the DVDs in his pocket. I ain't tackling, dog. The fucking Waltons make enough money. I ain't tackling a single motherfucker on anything Walmart got in their store. How you get banned from Claire's? Where you gonna get your ears pierced at? Because that's the only thing I've ever seen people actually go to Claire's for, is to get their ears pierced. See, like, I always mess with the big girls. It's like, to me, like a girl's store, to me, is Lane Bryant. Like, Lane Bryant is like the pinnacle of like, this is where we're going to get clothes. That or like the Dress Barn. Come on, Golem, don't be like that. this always makes me wonder, like dudes that, like, how do dudes get to the point where like they can go into like dress stores and not know their girl size? It's like every time I've ever got drugged to like a dress store, like I had to help them pick out clothes. They're like, what do you think about this? And they always go to the clearance section on the dresses. Hey, Top Pop Smoka, is Necro good for Diablo 4? I didn't play him. I played the druid mainly. I had a druid, a sorceress, and 2 barbarians. I didn't really. I don't think I played the necromancer, so I can't answer your question, man. Necromancer is easily my best class in Diablo 2, and that's the reason I didn't play him, because I've played so many necromancers. I'm just trying to give myself options on what I want to take to try to go take the 99. And so necromancers can do everything pretty easily, PvE. But thank you for the $10, man. Damn, you wait outside? Y'all don't go in and take the thing and like have to go through, and like she wants you to help her pick out the clearance too. She'll be like, hey, look through the rack with me. What I do is I try to find my favorite colors. Because like one thing I don't like when my girls look like a couch. And like there's like a lot of big girl dresses make you want to look like a couch. You brush teeth? Yeah. Why wouldn't you brush your teeth? The only problem with some like girls' clothing is like this, like I don't know if they do this because of like size or like making like girls are like touchy-feely, but like especially with, like bigger girls, is their clothing goes in ranges. Like you don't like if I go buy a pair of pants, my waist is a 58, my hem is my leg's a 30, right? 58, 30. So like 58 in the waist, 30 on the leg. Easy, right? Like this so all the clothes fit exactly like they're supposed to fit. That ain't how girls' clothes work. Girls' clothes be like 18 to 20. Like what the fuck does 18 to 20 mean? It's inches. It's 58 inches. But I wear my pants on my gut, where my waist is. I don't wear them on my hips. Like a lot of motherfuckers wear their pants on the hips. That's a pet peeve of mine. It's like, dog. It might work for you, but us assless lads over here, we got to have somewhere to hold our pants up with. Chad, I played the original Diablo on stream. I have it. It's just on PC. Like Diablo 1 and 2, I could play pretty much any time of any day. Like they're just some of my favorite games of all time. No, I don't like belts. Like if I dress up, I usually use suspenders. If I wear a pair of pants that needs a belt, like I usually do like I wear like sweatpants that look like pants. But if I wear like a pair of dress pants or something like that, I usually go suspenders. It's not even about being cool. It's like I'm not trying to be trendy when I wear suspenders. Suspenders are more comfortable than belts, and they don't give you that belt rash. Like I remember as a kid, my mother would always like get jeans that were like really tight on me, and like make me wear a belt with it. And it's like, one, I've always had sensitive skin, and two, like it would literally put like the ruffles on the hem of the jeans onto my waist to the point that it kind of hurt to the touch. That was never fun. Bust a freestyle for you. The easiest way for me to bust a freestyle is to do it drill style. Hating motherfuckers out here getting buck wild. Got almost 200 deep in the Diablo 2 stream. Necromancer motherfucker getting it clean. We got Mephisto coming right up. I hope the motherfucker drops a shaft stop, but I don't know. Shit, you don't want to lose weight? You come to the right place. Keeping weight on is what I do for a living. All that walking and shit you be doing, you gotta cut that shit out. Matter of fact, you should probably Uber everywhere that's not at your house. Yeah. That's the joke. You're supposed to Uber to the mailbox and shit like that. If you got a significant other, make them do shit for you. Like if I wanted a bottle of water, instead of getting up to get it, ask somebody else to go get it for you, son. Serve that energy. Turtles live a long time doing nothing. Take advice from them. I need to fix that. Let's go fix that now, in case that would be a death if shit got real. We're gonna stack these up and do this later. The problem with walking in America is you'll just die. For the most part. Like if you're walking near the cars, people like getting a driver's license in America is like an afternoon experience. You know what my biggest pet peeve about people driving though is? Well, there's two of them. Because I was gonna say the one I was gonna say is gonna be number 2 in this list, but then I thought about it. I hate motherfuckers that don't use their signal. I don't care if it's 3 o'clock in the morning and I'm on my way to fucking McDonald's and the roads are completely empty. I will still signal when I'm changing lanes or if I'm making a right turn, whatever. Like, how fucking lazy do you gotta be that a 400-pound fat man that sits around the internet and begs for money is capable of doing something you're incapable of doing? Put your fucking signal on. Let me know where you're driving your 4,000-pound piece of metal. I'm interested. But the number 2 thing I hate is people that don't use cruise control. And you see it all the time. Like, how many times you be on the highway and you pass and you're in the right lane passing somebody and they'll just leapfrog you over and over and over again. It's like, what are you doing? Find a speed and hang out. Chill, dog. What's cruise control? Cruise control is a thing that basically locks your throttle in place and holds a certain speed. It's a lot more complicated nowadays versus like old cruise control. But now, like, basically, if you say you're on the highway and you want to go 65, you put it to 65, you click on cruise, and it'll stay 65. It'll speed the car up or slow the car down to keep that speed. So you don't have to touch the brakes or the gas. Like, newer cars have this thing called adaptive cruise control, where you can set a distance between you and the next car, and there's a camera on the front of your car that will look. Oh, we got the ripsaw. That'll look for the car and keep a certain distance and match the car's speed, so you don't have to adjust the pedal there. So you can just concentrate on other things on the road besides speed, like motherfuckers trying to come into your lane and things of that nature. It's one less thing to worry about. Olin, I don't have Call of Duty installed right now, man. Thank you for the offer. Manuals have cruise control too. Like, all a manual is transmission gear selection. Like, it's not like it's that much different than every other car. Like, people act like manuals are this rocket science of a fucking vehicle. Like, generally manuals are 5 or 6 speeds. You have first gear, it gets you rolling. Second gear gets you up to speed. Third and fourth gear are your cruising gears. Like, they're the gears that you kind of like you're going to sit in if you're like going up and down the highway. And that fifth and sixth gears are generally overdrive gears. They're really low geared highway gears to save fuel. So, like, you get on the highway, you get it in fucking sixth, and you go like that. Like manuals are not that complicated. It's just more work. Yeah, my first car was a manual. We also had a Honda Civic that was a manual. Do I think electric vehicles are garbage? No, I think they're cool. I just don't think they're the answer that everybody's making them out to be. Well, I was token. I was trying to, like, because the car I had was a 5-speed. So generally, the first gear was just to get you moving. The second gear was to kind of get you up to speed. Third and fourth was like passing on the highway and shit like that. Whereas, like, fifth gear was just your highway gear. So I was just trying to emulate. I've never actually driven a 6-speed manual. Because both manuals I've owned was both 5 speeds. Dude, they made the Endurance of Hate fucking large. You thought the car stopped moving the second you took the foot off the gas? Like, even in games, they don't do that, man. What games were you playing where your car stopped on a dime when you took the foot off the gas? You didn't learn inertia in physical science? People that merge going 45 don't... I don't want to say they don't know how to drive, but they're driving wrong. Because, like, merging on the highway is the funnest part about driving. That's when you get to put the pedal to the metal and go wide open throttle. I always tell my wife, hold on, time for some Chevy Thunder. Because my truck's slow as fuck. But you get to open it up. Did you get to drink the V6 on the highway a lot? No, not really. Like, the fun thing about like Mustangs though isn't so much how fast they are. It's that they can take corners real well compared to like a truck. Like, the thing I like to do in my Mustang was like hit a corner and accelerate and like kind of like almost like not really slide through the corner, but like you kind of get like a little G-force feel to it. That's the fun part about pony cars. Not so much how fast they are. Dude, where the... I haven't even found the waypoint yet. Good lord. I gotta start picking up. We found him. The motherfucker that buys Kias. Jack a cake. Jack a cake. Let's see. Ripsaw. Level 26. 60 damage. That's alright. Not for me. Blackout, what you drive? Let me guess. You drive a Dodge truck. It streams hype. Yeah. Oh, you drive a Chrysler 200? Trail Boss is nice. You gonna get the new style or you gonna get one of the older ones? See, I like the older style better than the new style. I think the bow tie's up a little too high on the new style, but I love the black hood scoop on the new style. And do I love the black hood scoop more than I dislike the front badging? Because like the front badging is like, oh. Do I like Honda Civics? I mean, I like pretty much all cars. Would I buy a Honda Civic? Probably not. Like, unless something magical happened and I had children, like, I'm probably always going to either drive a truck or, like, some sort of coupe. Like, there's no reason for me not to. Like, I don't have any need for, like a van or, like, an SUV of some sort. There's down right there. Adopting takes a lot of money, man. I know there's down right there, but I want to just check right up here. Nah, fuck it. I'm never going to come do Nightmare Meth here. Let's be real. I have a fire sort for running that shit. Damn. Alright, you boys are losing. You're not supposed to be losing. Okay. Let's go grab some more minions. Kelly, can you close your door? Alright. Back to the Brimster. You guys out here buying into, like, as long as the car makes you happy, that's all that matters. The engine doesn't fucking matter in it. Like most people, if you open the hood of their car up, they couldn't tell you what anything is in the hood of their car. All they know is they put gas, they know where to put gas in it, and they know if they push the pedal, it goes. And that's fine. Like if you don't like cars, it doesn't matter. It's like they're very complicated machine. All right, what's Nightmare Mephisto going to drop his chat? Oh, fuck. I spawned him in on Players 8. I forgot about that. This is going to take a minute. Killer Cam. Hey, Wings. I shit my pants. Any advice? You might want to change your pants. That's the first thing. If you're in a public place, maybe cancel your plans. Or either see if you can get somebody to bring you a pair of pants and like a washcloth, because you want to clean your butt. And like if you shit your pants, like it's going to be smished everywhere. Like you're going to need a washcloth. You can't fuck around with toilet paper at that point. You know what the fun thing to do at car shows is when you get the old men that are proud of their car, have them crank it up for you. They get so excited every time they crank it up. Me and Kelly went to a car show down here in Conway a couple weeks ago. This guy had like this old 454 Chevelle, and he had like all the A-tracks of the Beach Boys and stuff like that sitting in the trunk. Oh, the skeletons? See, I have Mephisto locked down. Like his DPS is so low right now. There's nothing he can do. Like, could he kill one of my skeletons? Maybe. But the chances are no, that he won't kill him. I mean, like, Brim Sparkfist knocked a couple of them down. I had to go get more. But, like, Mephisto, nah, Mephisto's not going to do shit. Mephisto dropped us the fucking rogue's bow. Let's go, Mephisto. Thanks for nothing, bud. What's my favorite Mario game? Super Mario Brothers 3. Oh, this motherfucker went Super Mario All-Stars. That's cheating. That's like all the Super Mario Brothers in one game. Can I change my answer? Change my answer to Donkey Kong only when Billy Mitchell plays. Carl Joseph's destroying that man. I always wonder, like, I know he sells like hot sauce, but I've always wondered, like, what does Billy Mitchell do where he can like sue all these people? Like, he's got to have some making some good money. Like, if he litigates as often as he does over his fucking Donkey Kong scores. Like, I try not to judge people too much on their hobbies unless it's anime. But like, dog, at what point are you a 50-some-year-old man and you care enough about a Donkey Kong score that you'll sue like multiple people over it? I mean, does Billy Mitchell realize that there's games out there that are harder than Donkey Kong, and you can't consider yourself the video game player of the century because you're good at Pac-Man and Donkey Kong, right? Like, has this motherfucker never seen Mario Maker? There's some Mario Maker levels that will make you fucking cry. It's like, what's the other guy that's synonymous with Billy Mitchell? Like, is it? It's not Elliot Rogers. Steve Rogers? Something Rogers? Whatever. The dude that had the dragster fucking score. Like, the score was like physically impossible, but like for some reason, a clerical error on like Activision back in the day when they didn't give a fuck. Like, he sent in a copy of his score, and like he took a picture and then it had like a coffee stain on it or something like that. And he had the dragster record, and like he was so known for it, and then he discovered that he cheated almost all his records. Todd Rogers, yeah, Todd Rogers, that's correct. You seen that too? He's like, you know, I gave my dragster some gas. I'm like, dog, I'm not a big graphics guy, but in no way, shape, or form can you construe what you're doing is giving your dragster some gas. Like, it's literally like a wheel on a screen. That just come on now. It's like playing the Atari, like, Indiana Jones adventure game and being like, I love the detailed graphics. It really makes me use my imagination. Toast. I mean, my numbers have pretty much sat at 200 viewers the whole stream. You know, like, everybody dissed E.T. on the Atari, but, like, to me, like, E.T. on the Atari is, like, one of the few Atari games that's an actual fucking game. Like, granted, there's games like Pac-Man and Space Invaders and shit like that, but there's worse games than fucking E.T. on the Atari. The fact that it gets the seal of being the worst game ever made, much less the worst Atari game ever made. Like you ever seen, like, Custard's Last Stand? Like, that's a stupid Atari game. Have I played E.T.? Personally, no, but I've watched people play it. And it's like, it's basically a puzzle game with a countdown timer. Time to chop down another tree here soon, boys. And he's right here at the gate. Holy shit. Hey, Iswald. Iswald seems like he has less health than Mephisto does. Either that or like the corpse explosions I put out did a number. I wonder why they dumped them. Like, if they just held on to them bitches, somebody would have paid money for them. There's the unique war scepter. Or you play it with an objective? My objective is to get to hell difficulty. That's my objective. But to do that, I gotta slog through Nightmare. Like, I'm one of those people that thinks Diablo 2 doesn't start till hell difficulty. Just a standard fishy master. 10 skeleton master, 10 skeletons, max corpse explosion, 1 in all curses. I mainly use dim vision on anything that's ranged. If the enemies are like really killing off my skeletons, I'll put Decrepify and Attract on. Um, you know, shit like this. What you can do is like you can envision that, get a couple down, then you can start corpse explosioning. What you want to do is you want to wait, and then put Decrepify on these guys, and you'll just kill them off. Do I know... Are you familiar with a skill known as Trimping? No, I don't know what that is. What are these guys on about? That's getting banned. Oh, yeah. Everything's normal. Nothing to see. Yeah, personal attacks is not cool. That one hurt a little bit. Alright. And drop any fucking potions? I need to go get potions. I'm not doing another big group with only 2 potions. Mm. Like, I don't listen to that mess, dude. It's just people trying to pile on you. That's their goal. I don't care about hair, honestly. Like, believe it or not, like, I'm not one of those guys that's like, oh, if I had hair, my life would be different. Like, I actually hated when I had hair. Like, because, like, to me, like, one of the worst things ever, like, when I was young was, like, when you were fucking, like, playing or, like, you know, playing a sport or something like that, and you get really fucking sweaty and your hair would get wet. And then, like, it would drip off the back to your neck and had that cold feeling. God, I hated that shit, where that cold water just hits the back of your neck. Top Up Suka, you look kind of dope with an afro and some dreads. I used to have a mohawk. Thank you for the $10, man. But I did used to have a mohawk. Do you wish to get some more hats for Pikachu and make it a donation goal or something? I don't like that hat back there was actually I got that from Kelly because Kelly had this thing at church called like Ladies and Hats, and like that was her hat that we got her. Amrune. I don't mind fighting souls, but they're a pain in the ass in the Plains of Despair because they're so spread out. I've never seen it. What happened with a photo of you? No, I don't have any. Like I started losing my hair when I was like 23. Like by the time I started YouTube, I was already losing my hair. But like I had a mohawk for. It wasn't a Liberty Spike now. Like when I say mohawk, I'm talking about like a mohawk, like not a Liberty Spike. And that was more of like a bet I took at work. And then I lost another bet. You know, I would take like sports bets to try to fit in with work. And mostly they bet on football games. I know shit about football. And then I had to I bet on the Clemson Gamecocks game. And then I lost that and I had to dye my hair Clemson orange. So and the worst part is that when I had the orange mohawk, and that's when we had to redo our pictures for our fucking ID badges. So like my ID badge always had the crimson mohawk on it, the Clemson orange mohawk on it. At Met Glass. What sport did I hate the most in high school? Track and field. I've never been a fan of running. Do I miss working there? No. No. Like, honestly, man, there's still times I have nightmares from working there. Like, you've never had a shitty job until you've had nightmares from working that job. Like, the work itself, I didn't mind. But just the sheer level of yourself you had to give up to do it. Like, there was a period of my life where, like, I didn't have a social life. Like I said before, like, I keep saying like I said before. I'll say it again. Like, I accidentally saved up, like, $40,000 one time when I was a young man. And it wasn't because I was actively trying to save money. Right? It's just that I didn't have no time to ever spend money. Like, every time I opened my eyes, I was at fucking work. Like, I was either waking up to get in a shower to go to work. Ugh. I think the worst days was when you would have a nightmare about work, and it wouldn't be like so much a nightmare. It's like, ooh, the boogeyman. But you dream about going to work, and you're about halfway through your work day, then you fucking wake up and have to actually go to work. Because it feels like you worked an extra 4 hours that day. And it's never good sleep either. It's not so much nightmares about an honest living, man. Like I said, the job itself wasn't that bad. Just the amount of time that you had to do it. Like, it was like... We were working... we were running 24/7, so we had 3 crews 24/7. So what would happen is we also did swing shifts. So we'd work 7 days a week, and we'd work 8, but every other Sunday we'd have to work a 12, so that the one crew could get a day off and move over to the next shift. So everybody had to do every kind of shift, and it was fucking hell. Like, I don't know how those dudes that were... I don't know how those dudes when I was, like, in my youth that were, like, 50 were doing it. Like, sure will of force, because, like, it was hell on my body at, like, 20. PTSD from regular job. Dude, you know how many people I've seen go into that job and quit within a day? Probably 100. 150 people. I used to have to train a person once a week. People get in there, it'd be 115 degrees, and they'll be like, we got to be here how long today? Yeah, all day, man. Sucks ass. Welcome to Met Glass. And like their standards, like they would hire anybody breathing. Like at one time they put a guy on the melt deck with me, and he was like, the job he had before me was like a movie theater manager. I'm like, dog, you put this dude on the melt deck? Like, you realize we do fucking like men shit up here, right? Because like on the melt deck, we had to carry like these slag paddles, and they weighed 50 pounds a piece probably. Like they were solid metal paddles designed to be dipped in liquid metal. And like you'd get dudes that they would put dudes up there with me that were 160 pounds soaking wet. And they'd pick the paddle up and they go, and like use their entire body weight to move it around and shit like that. Melt deck, M-E-L-T. It's I was a melter at Mech Glass. No. M-E-T-G-L-A-S, Met Glass. It's a amorphous metal. It's basically it looks like aluminum foil, but it weighs about the size of a car fender. So like its weight and its look is disproportionate, but it's a metallic glassy surface that's designed to conduct electricity real well. What you do is you'd wrap transformer cores in it. Like you take the core of a transformer, and you'd wrap this metal around it to make it so like what would happen is like especially like where I live at, they send the electricity down the line and it hits a transformer, and this core re-energizes it and picks the electricity back up and sends it down the line again. It's so like places that aren't in the city can get electricity. No, my paladin ain't die. I beat the game with him, but like he kills so slowly, I'm not gonna go to level 99 with my Vengeance Paladin. We gotta find the Hellforge. No, Mech Glass, it used to be, like, when I was there, it changed hands a couple times. It used to be Honeywell, and then it moved to Allied, no, it used to be Allied Signal, and then it went to Honeywell, and then it went to Mech Glass. It became Mech Glass when Hitachi bought us. Hitachi is like a Japanese company. I say us. Them. Made it out the metal mines, boys. Back into the Call of Duty mines. Oh, they probably pay wonderful money. I was making good money when I was making more money there than I did here. But you know what? Mental health is a thing. Like here, my main complaint is I feel like I'm always like I always have a weight of the world against me. Whereas there, it's just like just didn't have a life. Do I need to tell the story again about the dude on the curb? Because I can tell it again. I feel like I tell it at least once a month. When I first got started in Mech Glass, I didn't start as a melter. I started in a thing called postcast, and I was in a department called packaging. What we did is we took the material, we pack it up with cranes. It took cranes to pack it up. It's not like it was light that we could pick it up. But you take it, you crane it, you put it in a box, you package it, take a forklift, put it in a warehouse, and catalog it. That's what we did. But when I first got there, we were working 612s. All right, that's just what we did. We had 4 crews. We worked 612s. And one of my I don't like to call people I work with friends, right? Because they're more like people you associate with, right? Because like people at work aren't really your fucking friend. Like a friend's somebody that if you're broke down an hour away, they'll come get you and change your tire for you. That's what a friend is. Most people at work won't do that. But one of my work associates, which I was friendly with, he was an older guy. He was like 50, in his 50s, mid 50s, and he goes, "Hey Jordy, would you be willing to move a couch for me after work today?" Because we were working evening shift at that point. Like we were working where we went at 7 p.m. at night and we got off at 7 o'clock in the morning. That was night shift. So I'm like, yeah, well, I'll go help you move a couch because I had a truck. You know, I had a truck. He didn't have a truck. He drove like this Camry thing. So like, all right. So we get off work and I drive over to his house. He lived in like the apartments near the college, Coastal Carolina. And I get there and on this door is a note. That note reads, "I've cleaned out your bank account. I took the kids. I'm going to mom's." And like this 55-year-old man, keep in mind right now, I'm 20-something, sits down on the curb and just starts fucking crying. And I'm just standing there, like not knowing what to do. Because like, I've always kind of been an emotionally detached person. But like this guy's like wife left him, took the kids, took all his money, and I'm over there to help him move a fucking couch. It's like, so all I could be like, "Dog, you still need help with that couch?" Like it was an odd situation to be put into, but like it was an example of like how you can work so much that, you know, it will destroy your home life. Because like the main reason she left him was because he was never home. Like he never was home. Like I was messing with this girl at the time. Her name was Tony Kate. And she'd always try to get me to call out of work and I never would do it. Because she wanted to go ride the river and shit like that. Because I had a boat. Which I ended up selling that boat to kickstart my YouTube career. No, Tony Kate. Toni Kate. Tony Kate. It's a weird name. She was from New York. Fucking dull rune. Sham. Stop doxing. No, she's dead now. She had she got diagnosed with I forgot what happened, but she had heart issues. She got diagnosed with heart issues when she was about 26. She died a couple years ago at 35. Hey Charles, how you doing, man? Thank you for the 16 months. Big ups. There wasn't much to the ending of that story. Like, the ending of the story is like, did he still need help with the couch? Because like, I didn't know what the fuck to do, man. Like, that sucks, man. Like, what were you supposed to do? Like. I didn't want to move the couch to begin with. I wanted to get home and play fucking Call of Duty. But like, You know, it's like when I'm put in those kind of situations, I'm like, if I'm in this guy's situation, would I want somebody to help me out? That's what I always ask myself, and I'm like, that's usually how I do things. No, I didn't help him with his couch that day. Did not. Like, he didn't need to move his couch anymore. His wife moved it for him. No, I didn't play ground war, motherfucker. I had search and destroy. That's what I played back in the day before YouTube. Like, I had this whole, like, search and destroy party. And that's what we did. We just played search and destroy over and over and over again. You know, I didn't ask. Like, I actually never really asked about it again because I felt like it was personal. No, if you're put in that situation, you don't know what to do. Like, you don't know the guy real well, and then you're stuck there having to console this guy over like something that's like deeply life changing. Dog, I was just there to pick a couch up. I mean, you started out at like $15.90 an hour in packaging, and this was 2005. So like, yeah, I mean, he was just as well off as I was with money. I don't know what his wife was. I never met his wife. But I know they weren't making the greatest financial choices because they were staying in apartments at the college, which even back then were like $900 to $1,000. I know we're not supposed to interact with this shit, but there is a dude that made a name about somebody being mentally ill in chat. That is, I I know you can still hear me, you just can't respond. Dog, you really want to claim somebody else has mental issues when you're out here making fucking accounts to degrade somebody on a fucking Monday. Like, it's 3 p.m. on a Monday. It's supposed to be the happiest time of the day. You're either getting off work or you're about to get off work, and you're in here just trying to make fun of somebody. This is what sucks about Necromancer. Every now and then you get stuck with your minions. How long will the stream be if I don't die? Oh, I'm not gonna die, man. After I beat Diablo, I want to actually go get me a like a soda or something from the store. So I might take a 10-minute break and go do that. Like, for me to die in Diablo, like, it's going to take a one-shot kill. And, like, I play it way too safe, usually, for that to happen. Like, it's going to take a really set perimeter of, like, conviction, like, 2 champions next to each other, like, one of them being a soul boss for me to die. And especially, I'm never going to die on Nightmare. Like, I can pretty much stand in the enemies on Nightmare for the most part. Like, Nightmare is child's play. You're not allowed to stream and drive at the same time. You can get banned for that. Will the Phillies win the series today? Most likely. I just don't see the Diamondbacks having the energy that Philly has going into it. And even so, like, if the Diamondbacks were to sneak past the Phillies, the Rangers are way too hot. Like, I'm not saying the Rangers are going to get there, but like, if the Rangers beat the Astros, they're going to go, and it's going to be the Rangers' like first World Series in a long time. Rangers are going to be too hot for the Diamondbacks to have a chance. It's either so, like, the ideal World Series is going to be Rangers Phillies. That's the World Series that baseball needs right now. Out of the people left, like, nobody wants to see the fucking Astros go back again. Only people that want to see the Astros go back again is fucking Mattress Mac and the people that don't care about the Astros being a degenerate organization. Yeah, and Blade also gets banned off YouTube. I ain't trying to do that. Besides, like the store is literally like right down the road. Schwarber's such an odd player. Like, he's such a good hitter, but he only hits for power. Because he's fucking slow. He can't steal bases. Like, he either walks or hits a home run. That's it. He doesn't even hit doubles. Like, granted, he does hit doubles, but, like, for the most part, he bats like 190 or some shit like that. So he's either going to hit a home run, walk, or do nothing. And for some reason, they bat him leadoff. You would think a guy like that, you'd want guys with on base or something when he hits home runs. Yeah, I'm not so much saying throwing at people's knees, but like when the Braves are playing the Phillies, I don't know why Harper ever seen a pitch with a runner on. Right? Like you can give a solo home run up, but like Bryce Elder facing Bryce Harper in that situation, why did he even see a pitch? Like, you should have just insta-walked him, went on to the next batter. Because Bryce Harper's a big game kind of guy. Like, you know, as much as I dislike that the Braves got knocked out, you don't fucking pitch to Harper. You don't let the best players beat you. You put them motherfuckers on base. You remember Barry Bonds? People weren't gonna let Barry beat him. That's why he has so many fucking walks. Oh, dude, I don't know if I'm feeling Sonny Gray for 3 years, 55 million. Like Sonny Gray ain't the Sonny Gray he used to be. So you're getting end of a career Sonny Gray for like, what is that? 3 years? I don't know if I'd want a three. Like for Sonny Gray, I'd want on a year-to-year deal, or like a year with some options. Like who I realistically expect the Braves to go for on the offseason is Corbin Burns. That's who you should be giving the money to. There's still some gas tank in there. Go get Corbin Burns. I also thought Ben Askren was a good UFC fighter, but I don't really watch UFC. I watch boxing more than I watch UFC. I'm a Ben Askren fan, and I'm still a Ben Askren fan. If I like the dude, I like the dude. I ain't gonna get upset if he starts fucking losing. And your ass ain't beating Ben Askren up, so keep talking. Yeah, Ben Askren had hip surgery and everything else before the UFC, and I still think if Masvidal didn't get the knee on him, he'd have beat Masvidal's ass too. Masvidal ain't shit. Nah, I ain't fighting Masvidal. He whooped my ass. But even though Masvidal beat Askren, I don't think Masvidal consistently beats Ben Askren. That's just my two cents with that. I doubt any Braves players play Diablo 2. I know a few of them play Call of Duty. I used to play Call of Duty with Mike Miner. Thank you, Dylan. Hey, Spencer. Thank you again for the donations. Do you think Conor McGregor will fight again? Yeah. A guy like Conor McGregor has too much pride not to fight again. Will he fight in the UFC? Who knows? I've heard rumors that they want to do another Mayweather-Conor 2. I'm like, I don't want to see that. Honestly, it ain't going to do the same money the first one did. And, like, Conor's already showed that he ain't got no fucking gas in the tank. Like, but people knew that from the UFC. Like, I don't know why people expected it to transfer into boxing, because boxing's, fucking exhausting too. In UFC, Conor was out of gas after like round 2. Conor made his living knocking motherfuckers out early. I like. I wouldn't mind seeing Connor versus Logan Paul in a boxing ring. I wouldn't pay for it, but I'd steal it. Yeah, I got Skyrim installed. I was trying to play The Evil Within, but man, like I don't know, I just can't get The Evil Within 1. Just the graphically doesn't hold up. Like it's so grainy and like dark and like I don't know. I need to get some fucking thumbnails made for my Dead Space Let's Play. What we get? Trash. Trash. The Diablo pinata did not work today. Oop, that's pretty good. Play Resident Evil 7, pimp? Dog. Resident Evil 7 is one of those games, like, who goes back and plays that at this point? Alright. I'll be right back, boys. I gotta get some shoes on. Fire the old truck up. We'll let Pikachu babysit you guys. Yeah, I'm leaving the chat up. We'll go to the store. I'll be right back. Yeah, Phil gets breaks like I get breaks.
Oh, Lord.
That's the thought process. Instead of like getting off straight,
And then getting back on?
yeah, just step away for 15 minutes, come back, do another couple hours.
Who's Pikachu?
Pikachu, the Pokemon.
Oh, okay. You think he'll do a better job than me?
I don't know. The chat might disagree.
You could have just sent me to the store.
You wouldn't win.
Yes, I would have.
You want anything?
No, I'm good. Thank you, honey.
I'll be back.
All right, I'll see you. guys, so you have a choice between Pikachu and me. What's up? So I guess homeboy just decided he needed a break, huh? Oh, I see like 2 for Pikachu and like... Alright. Long time no see, guys. Hook up the Switch. Why's Pikachu got on my hat? Let's discuss that. Okay. We'll put Pikachu down. It's very southern, isn't it? Job interview went decent. I don't even know which one is he. Oh, there he is. I think. Wait, I might kill him, so I'm just going to sit here. So, y'all want a health update? I went to the doctor about a month ago. And all of my numbers are completely out of whack. So that's great. Ah, thanks for the $20, dude. Yeah, he's playing hardcore. So, like, I realized that and had to stop. Dude, that'd be hilarious. Kind of, if he came back and it was dead. And I'd just be like, oopsie! So all of my numbers are completely out of whack. I actually had to stop doing 5Ks for a while because I was getting short of breath and like just could not do it. Jordy never flips out on me. But, so good news is we have changed up some of my medicines and, hopefully we can start losing weight again. I was able to do a 5K and finish it about a week ago. So that was exciting. Real talk, it scared me to death though. Like, my biggest thing was the first time I didn't complete a 5K, I was horrified. And like, I was scared to death that it was a me thing and not the illness. But it was an illness thing, so I was so excited last week just to finish the 5K. It was actually really pretty. Like, it was on the Boulevard of Myrtle Beach, so they had like the big sky wheel, and you finished right on the beach boardwalk. It was beautiful. So that was a very positive thing. So I was excited. What else is going on in our world? Oh, I think Jordy's going shopping with me later. We're going to get backpacks for a foster home. So it's something that I do with my church, but Jordy said he'd actually go out and we go get some purchase. So that's good. This is my church hat. So our church has hat days sometimes. And this is our church hat. This is my church hat. I'm a sea monster from Myrtle Beach. Hey, Dan. Thanks for the $10, dude. Do you get the bob? I don't know. I don't know what game he's going to do, but he also agreed to do that with me. So that's exciting stuff. Like we're coming into my season. Thanksgiving and Christmas, like I love those. You want Pikachu too? I can bring him back. Jordy is at a crossroads where, I think he feels stagnant and he doesn't know how to make it not stagnant. I mean, I'm trying to give him help, but I actually don't eat turkey. I'm sure we'll go to my parents' house and eat there. Gingerbread. I'm a fatty. Of course I like gingerbread. There are a lot worse people I could look like than my husband, that's for sure. Actually, I hear him, guys. He's back. So, Kelly time over. Peace out. Hope I was a little better than Pikachu. He didn't seem very talkative today.
You put Pikachu in the floor and took his hat?
Sure did. But I made $30.
Oh, shit. Disrespecting Pikachu like that.
He can have his hat back. Isn't this technically my hat?
That is your hat.
That is my church hat.
Oh, it's okay, buddy. I shouldn't have left you alone. Oh. Hey, Top. Big ups, Kelly. Thank you, dude, for the 20. Thank you, Dan, for the 10. Urgh. So, we got and rounded up the goods. Nice Coca-Cola Classic. And we got the right white Weeseys right out the freezer.
If I'd moved it around the character, could I have killed you?
Not in town, no.
Okay. Good deal.
Yeah, I see you press buttons, though.
I sure did. Well, I started like I was going to play, and then I realized that you were trying to do a run through till the death.
Yeah, and like you used all my full rejuves up.
Did I? I don't know. How you do that?
Pressing right on my stick.
Oops. I love you.
I love you too, baby. Y'all trying to sabotage your boy. Damn, Marilyn, that sucks ass. Did I hear a phone ringing? Can't believe y'all let Kelly disrespect Pikachu like that. Literally took his hat and threw him in the floor. At 3:50? It's oddly specific 3:50 a.m. I don't know. Kelly's a savage. There's a Thul rune. I don't know what it is, but ever since I was a little kid, I get excited about Am and Thul runes, even though they're really like the upper low tier runes. Okay. Can we go ahead and ban that person, please? Wiley, the guy above him. This is single player, man. Like this is offline, so there's no invasions or anything that's going to happen to this character. Well, Kelly would come on more, but like when Kelly comes on, people make fun of her in like other ways, and she doesn't like that. Ghosts aren't real. Can't see ghosts because they don't name. Yeah, you can make all rune wars that aren't in the current ladder. Like, for example, like, if they made another... Like, I can make Mosaic now, but, like, last season I wouldn't have been able to make Mosaic on single player. But since they didn't add anything this season, Mosaic got added to single player. And, we sitting around Gucci. We got all the rune words. Because, like, right now we're playing on players 8. That's why we're, like, leveling up so quickly. Because they're supposed to be... These monsters are scaled to have 8 players in the game. I mean, like, the fastest way to level up in the game, get power rushed and then just get Chaos Sanctuaried and then do bell runs on hell and just hope you don't get hit. Like, I don't really ever rush levels up. Like, it's one of those things where it's like, you'll get there when you get there. It's like, I don't even know what level I am right now. 66. So I've gained 7 levels this stream. Because, like, honestly, levels, they matter, but, like, it's more about tactics and gear. Levels matter more for, like, a melee character than they do a caster. Which, like, a Necromancer is like a mixture between a caster, melee character. Because he does physical damage, but he doesn't do it himself. I've reached level 99 7 times, but in different stages of the game. Like, I did it once when Bloody Foothills was like a thing. I did it a couple times in the current meta, and I did a lot. I think the rest, like 4 or 5, were just done when cow levels was the meta. I don't need to be rushed. I mean, I technically have a level 67 Necromancer too. He's right here. No, I never played RuneScape. I never even heard of RuneScape until I started streaming. No, I'm probably not going to be platinum in Diablo 2 this year. The only way I could even feasibly attempt a platinum Diablo 2 this year is I had to stream it a lot. And like my stream today is actually planned on either being Rainbow or Destiny. I was hoping I'd get some guys on Destiny later today. We'll do a run through of the Witch Queen on Legendary. What's hardest about the platinum? It requires you to get to level 99 hardcore. Not the superior war hat. Alright, go ahead and cash this reward in right now. Got my homunculus. The soul rune. Soul action there. Oh, Chet, what are we doing today? We are chilling out, boy. Chilling like a villain. Ooh, what amulet I got on? Just a magic fine amulet, huh? I don't need the magic find. I have a sorceress for that. That being said, probably could go better with this. Yeah. So what I'm gonna do with like these areas, like I fucking hate the upper areas of Paragoth. So I'm just gonna kill anything that's a boss and run by everything else. Fuck that shit. You know what's funny is like the people that talk about my mods doing more damage to this channel. It's the same dudes that come in and make 15 fucking accounts. It's not hard, dude. You come in here, you be a decent person, and you don't get fucking banned. It's not a strange concept. Like, people say I ban a lot of people. No, I ban the same people. Over and over and over again. There might be like 30 dudes with like 20 accounts each. Keep on pushing. Dude, much like I do, the mods get tired of seeing the shit too. So it's not. It's like you're trying to say some mods are uptight, but like, dude, if you see the same shit in and out for every day for fucking months, you just get tired of seeing it. It's like, all right, here's this shit again. Goodbye. And like I can't fault them for it. I know exactly where they're coming from. Yeah, exactly. 672. It's like, dude, it's dudes like that wanna get the conversation steered that way. And it's not like, oh, oh, I want to help you meet it. Nah, it's like I just want you to talk about money and then blame that, say that you always talk about money. They're just looking like, I wish when I was into YouTube that I had people working for my channel as hard as these motherfuckers work for their Lord and Saviors. I'm a low cow and I get milk constantly. It says the person that's probably getting milked by a fucking landlord right now. What the hell's an alternative? There's like an alternative rock chat? Like, what are you talking about? Yeah, but the whole thing, like that whole sentence, like, oh, you're getting milk because you're a little cow. It's constructed to make me feel like I'm used as an item by somebody that's superior to me. When in reality, it's some dude that has a much worse life than me using, you know, the fact that I react to shit as a way to make himself feel better. There's a saying, you can't make your light shine brighter by making someone else's dimmer. You should take that to heart. What's up, Chinese baby? I own my property.
Good news. The $900 hospital bill went down to $118.
You mean the $3,700 one?
No, just the emergency room visit. That one finally processed.
That was $3,700.
I'm telling you, that was for the other test. The actual visit itself was $836.
Okay. What did the other tests go down to?
They haven't done it yet. Calm down, bruh.
Okay.
Isn't that a little good news? Okay. Goodbye.
We've been working with our insurance on the emergency room visit. Like when they first gave me the bill, they hadn't processed our insurance on it yet, so we had to call them up and answer some questions and things like that. And we're trying to get the insurance to pay for most of the stuff. The chromatic orb. Yeah, I'm excited about that. I mean, honestly, like it shouldn't be more than $100 for the people that actually go in off the street for what I got. I mean, maybe the cat scan should have been a little bit more. You know, a couple $100. Like, but like everything they gave me was not worth more than $300 worth of actual value. Because all they did was like, I pissed in a cup. They gave me a room for 6 hours to lay in. I could have laid in my own bed for 6 fucking hours. They noticed I had blood in my stool. They took me in for a CAT scan. Like, yep, you got kidney stones. They offered They offered a pain shot for me, and I declined it. And I just waited it out. And then they sent me a bill like $3,800, please. I'm like, what the fuck? Not my stool, my pee-pee. I think I said stool. Blood in my pee. Well, I didn't know what was wrong with me at the time. I fought tooth and nail not to go to the hospital. Like Kelly would come in here and say, like, I literally got to the point where I was vomiting from pain, and I'm like, yeah, this could probably kill me, because like I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know if I was having like an appendix failure or something like that. So I'm like, yeah, let's go to the hospital. Because trust me, I ain't trying to pay money. Lucifer, it's actually deleted, man. I'm sorry. It makes you feel good. We won all but one game. No, we didn't. We don't on a losing streak there for a second. We won most of the last games. I'm almost Diamond 1 again. Yeah, you don't need your appendix, but if it fails inside your body, it will poison you and kill you. Kidney stones are more genetic than anything else, man. Because I was asking about that, and they're like, you know, you might never have another one. Nah, 60. I don't. I had like 3,000 videos, man. Like I didn't keep them all. Like it would have took like an epic level of fucking storage to keep most of my videos. They're all gone. You can manufacture them, like not drinking enough water and things like that, or taking in like drinking too much milk. Like there was this one dude that ate a lot of tofu and never drank water. Dude, Lucifer, thank you so much, dude. Thank you for the $10. Wiley, thank you for being a member as well. Like, there's a guy who ate a lot of tofu and didn't drink water at all, and he had hundreds of them. You know, drinking soda is said to give it to you because it has a lot of sugar content, or eating a lot of sugar. Which I know it looks hypocritical right now, but like, because I have a Reese's Cups and fucking Coca-Cola. But like, I don't really eat a lot of sweets. Like, my big thing is soda, but like, even then, I don't drink the level of soda it needs to constantly manufacture kidney stones. But some people's bodies just naturally make them more than others as well. Like you can live a completely healthy life and get kidney stones. Is a MRSA infection curable? Yeah. Like MRSA infections are curable, but the issue with MRSA is like once you get it, you're always a carrier of it. So your body's going to carry it in your nose. Which doesn't mean much. You carry all kinds of bacteria on top of you. It's not like, oh man, you're got HIV or something because you got a MRSA infection. No, like you just have MRSA bacteria on you. No, I've never been bit by an animal with rabies. Like generally that's fatal. Like unless you get like straight to a hospital, you got like an hour. Rabies will kill you quick. Everybody's like, can I donate $100 to play this game? Dude, I would not be any good to CSGO 2, man. Save your money. Dude, I need to keep track of my levels up more. I'm like, oh, I have a level up, and then I'm almost at the next level up. I don't know. I'll play games I'm bad at. Shit. Some people say I'm bad at Rainbow. And Dark Souls. Last level up. So Corpse Explosions is maxed. See what we got here. Let's try to concentrate these guys a little bit. The chat probably doesn't realize how hard that was that I just did, but that's what makes a good player versus a bad player in Diablo 2, what you just seen right there. See if we can pull them away a little bit. You don't gotta ban shit like Finger Sniff Wiley. As long as they're not spamming it. Stay a while and listen.
Hello.
Trash. Trash. 3 sorceress skills. 1 to all masteries. 21 is 30 all resistance. Trash. All resistance here. Can you sing us a song?
Can I help you?
What song should I sing, you guys? A long, long time ago, I can still remember how the music used to make me smile. But February made me shiver with each paper I deliver. Bad news on the doorstep, I couldn't take one more step.
And I can't remember if I cried when I read about his widowed bride. But something touched me deep inside today. The music died. And they were singing, bye, bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys drinking whiskey and rye, singing, this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. Helter skelter in the summer swelter, birds fall out of a fallout shelter.
See you, Rambo. Yeah, this will be a VOD.
Jack be nimble, Jack be quick, Jack jumped over a candlestick.
I'm just trying to get my Necromancer through Nightmare so we can get him into hell. Because at this point, it's just powering. So I need to get him to level 70. After he gets level 70, I found another Stone of Jordan. I'm going to turn that into an Annihilus. And use my Paladin to kill another Uber Diablo. To get me an Annihilus. See you, Lucifer. Have a good night's sleep, man. Thank you for the donations.
Good night, Satan.
We're looking for the Tundra. I don't know Goodbye Stranger. Like, I don't... Like, most of the songs I know you guys wouldn't know. Nah, Boogie's still not sent me his silver play button. Since he's getting rid of all his shit, he should upgrade it to the gold play button at this point.
Yeah, Kelly's got a YouTube channel. It's Kel the Southern Belle. You know, with all this talk of Hamas and shit like that, what happened to Antifa? Did Antifa just fall down and like disappear? Like, or did Fox News just get tired of like pretending they were an actual group? What news network do I watch? Generally whatever is on the YouTube. Yeah, but like the Antifa thing, it's like, I don't want to say I told you so, but I told you so. Just wait till I tell you about the immigrants. That one will blow your mind. You really want to know? Or you think you're ready to have your mind expanded? What if I told you that for most of our organized news network, like runtime, that people have been walking over the border in similar numbers our entire life, and it's not gotten worse or better just because somebody reports on it? What if I also told you that you're statistically safer right now than you would be in the 1960s? Fear sells. And they're selling fear to create a propaganda. And you see all this Israel thing? Because fucking Lindsey Graham let that shit slip the other day. I'm going to show this shit to you in a second. Lindsey Graham let the fucking mask slip. Let's watch this shit right here. Let me pop it up here.
The crimes that were committed, the barbaric actions that were committed against Israel and the victims. But these were crimes against humanity. We are all involved in this. It's in the United States' interest. It's in the interest of the civility of our planet for us to stand united.
I come here to let Israel know that America will be with you. I come here to let the Arab world know, let's make peace if we can. Destroying Hamas is non-negotiable. How we do it, let's talk. We're here today to tell Iran we're watching you.
Right there. Right there. That's the point. Right the fuck there. That's the mask slipping. They don't give a fuck about the Israel Hamas. What they want to do is they want to put troops into Israel, help finish off this fucking ethnic cleansing on the Palestinians, and go right into Iran. They want Iran's oil. That's what this is all about. Right there. There's nothing anti-Semitic about what I'm saying, man. Like, it's not anti-Semitic to say that a people shouldn't be genocided. To look at it this way, if you take the IDF and the United States military and you put it up against basically a militia of 10 to 20,000 men, women, and children that don't have access to electricity or running water, that's using leftovers of like war stock, that's a massacre, not a military action. Granted, these are terrible people. This is not me trying to advocate Hamas. Hamas does terrible things. They should probably be massacred, right? But the problem I'm going to have with it, they're not going to stop with Hamas. What they're going to do is they're going to displace 600,000 women and children, take their homes and never let them go back to it, steal their land. And you're going to have refugee crisis. The same reason no country wants to take refugees in. Why does an American want to take Mexico's refugees in? But we never seem to have a big issue with the Canadian refugees. Because it's a strain on the systems that you have in your country. You realize that as a human being, you're allowed to look at a crisis and be like, what's the easiest way to get this over with without people suffering? Especially when all of it boils down to is like some stupid ass piece of land
This dude's like Sam, what you're saying right there. If you believe that, you're delusional, homie. You guys remember The Little Mermaid? Like the new movie with the girl, I forgot her name, Haley something, whatever. And everybody had an issue that she's black, right? So, would it be fair to say that there's a panel at Disney that sits around and looks at the IPs and thinks, hey, what can we put money into that will make us more money? Right? And then they want to take the IPs and diversify them. Like, say Snow White, right? So if they redone Snow White, they seen the backlash they got from The Little Mermaid. So they would like make it, instead of like a black girl, they'd make it like a light-skinned Latin girl or something like that. But they couldn't do 7 dwarfs, right? Because that would be improper. Like, what would they change the dwarfs out to be? But regardless, what I'm trying to get at is politicians do the same thing. They'll sit around and think of ways to basically make themselves money by sacrificing other people's children. Like you just heard Lindsey Graham say, like, destroying a mosque is non-negotiable. We're coming for you. And Lindsey Graham ain't putting one motherfucking bullet in a gun. He's not going to put the first helmet on. But he wants to sit there on the microphone and talk big shit. I would say Lindsey Graham couldn't destroy some pussy, but like, we all know he's kind of probably the bottom himself. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, how can you get on the mic and talk that big shit when you know you ain't gonna stand one day on the West Bank? Like, I bet you money if you told Lindsey Graham that to push his plans through, he'd have to get into a cargo plane and fly to Israel and stay close to like the militarized zone, he'd back out and change his mind. Not even fighting a war, you just got to stay near it, right? He's got to be close enough so like somebody could actually bomb him. What's up, Johan? It's the saying, you want to do king shit, but you don't want to do king shit. Like, kings usually went to the battles, Lindsay.
Do I think this would happen under Trump? Yeah. Trump doesn't have anything to do with somebody else's civil war. You realize presidents are figureheads, right? Remember when Bush sent us into Iraq? And then Bush did his 8 years and then Obama went in office? And Obama didn't pull us out of Iraq? Remember that? Pepper Schwarm remembers that. You know why that happened? Because Republican or Democrat, none of that shit fucking matters. That's just tools to separate you. They want you separate in groups so you're easier to conquer. All right? Because if you're unified, you're strong and you're scary, right? But if you split people up into smaller groups, easier to conquer them, easier to partake them, easier to turn them against each other. We live in a world where motherfuckers sit at home watching Fox News and believe that the reason that their piece of cake isn't as big as their neighbor's piece of cake is because somebody is getting welfare. Somebody's out here making like $480 a month, and that's the reason their cake isn't as big as somebody else's cake. They don't want them to realize who's actually fucking them. Are you literally sitting there talking shit because my Necromancer, my summon Necromancer, who's strictly designated a PvE, got killed by a barbarian designed for PvP? You don't think I can create a character that can eat people's shit PvP? Like, I don't know the mechanics in the game enough to gear somebody up like that? It don't take skill, it just takes preparation. There's more than two parties, but there's two primary parties. Is he alive or dead? Shit, I miss when Wings played Fallout 3 too. What class should you start with on Diablo 2? Depends on what you want to do. If you just want to play the game, pretty much any class. All of them are good in their own ways. But if you want to like if you want to like build like item reserves and shit like that up, it's probably best to start with a sorceress. Would I rather be a donkey or an elephant? I probably would rather... I don't know. It all depends. Like, elephants are hunted for their tusks, but they're endangered. And they're also, like, put in circuses and shit where donkeys aren't. But donkeys are made to work sometimes, but not so much anymore with motors. I'm thinking like a donkey would have an easier life than an elephant. This dude looked at one book with math problems in it and thinks he learned math. Come on, dude. Your analogy sucks ass. First off, you don't know how deep I've looked into something. Second off, like reading and looking and like listening to other people's opinions and reading the facts on things is how you learn. Like, I don't understand like the whole concept of, oh, you watched a video or you looked at this and now you formed your own opinion. It's like, how many videos do I need to watch before I can form my own opinion, dude? What's the number that you decree that I have to watch before I can form an opinion on a subject? Like, if I wasn't a Necromancer, this would be a terrible fucking World Stone 1. Who's he talking to? I was talking to you guys. I know you guys don't care. You probably don't even know what the fuck's going on the screen. It seems like my chat has fell to fuck off, though. It's like, it's nothing but, like, the trolling stuff. Oh, Phil stream. What's Phil streaming today? I notice more and more people are starting to hate on Elon Musk and say the same things I've been saying for years. Oh yeah, this game has there's a rare longsword right there. Or are you asking like drops that are super rare? Yeah, there's items that you never get, like the Mangjong Song, which is like a unique Archon staff. I've never found that. You honestly expected Twitter to recover? No, I don't watch American football. I don't want to talk about politics. I want to talk about more fun stuff. Because here's the reason I got out of watching the news and politics to begin with, right? None of it fucking matters. I can form whatever opinion I want to form. It's going to happen regardless if I like it or not. So why stress yourself about it? No matter how outraged or how many people they get standing out in front of buildings, none of that shit fucking matters. We live in a democracy that's an illusion. I have to grab the waypoint. Because I ain't touched a waypoint since the Glacial Trail. Thoughts on legalizing and taxing prostitution? Why not? I mean, it probably undercut OnlyFans a little bit. It'd make the girls safer. I still haven't touched Starfield. I'm still disappointed I won't get to play fucking Elden Ring 6 on PlayStation. No Zaxby's tonight? Nah, we're eating chicken Alfredo. Elder Scrolls 6, my bad. I get tongue twisted. Shit, it feels like we're about ready for Elder Scrolls 6, waiting on the fucking Shadow of the Erd Tree. That bitch almost has a full dev cycle. Yeah, I played Oblivion. Like, but I haven't played Oblivion in so long that it'd almost be like a completely new playthrough at this point. Nah, I won't be playing Ground War in Modern Warfare 3. Like, honestly, I doubt they'll have gunfight. But I will be playing... If I get Modern Warfare 3, I'll be playing Search and Destroy and Cutthroat mainly. And TDM. We're almost done with Nightmare, boys. Damn, 672 hit the caps on you. I'm kind of in a fucking Rainbow Six mood right now. There's Cold Kill. Alright, I'm gonna finish this up. I doubt anybody's on to play Rainbow. Like, I've always looked at these right here and be like, who the fuck uses this? Like, even my Avenger Paladin, I guess I would have used it if I had it. But, like, you never build anything around this weapon. Maybe if you upgraded it to whatever the elite hand axe is.
Like, it's good for crowd control. That's about it. Thoughts on buying gold jewelry instead of paying off your debts? Pay off your debts, man. Because you'll fuck around and buy some fake gold jewelry, thinking you're about to get a discount. If I buy this piece of gold for $30 and I sell it for $1,700, I'll be rich tomorrow. Is Diablo too hard? Very hard. You're welcome, Coochie. Thank you for the $2, man. A blue Shaco. These guys can't drop Shaco. Bale's the first enemy that can drop Shaco.
And we win. Alright, just to save time, I'm going to knock the online scaling down to 1. Because, like, this is... Bell's not going to be an issue. He's just going to stand still. Necromancer feels like cheating, to be honest. Summon Necromancer, like, if played properly, yeah. But to be fair, there's a lot of people who can't play the Necromancer like I can play him. I don't know if I'm the best Necromancer on Diablo 2 in the world. No! Give me the unique battle bow, but the rare Viper skin? Alright, let's go see what a resistance looks like in hell. Oh, it's good. It's good, baby boy.
All who oppose me,
Beware. Don't recommend this game for cancer patients. Yeah, I recommend Diablo 2 for anybody. Trying to find the Cold Plains waypoint. Oh, dude. Honestly, I couldn't even begin to tell you how many hours I have in this game. Couldn't begin. It's somewhere in the realm between it's between 10 and 20,000 hours. Probably closer to 20,000 hours. This game came out about a year ago, and I have 1,000 hours in it already. What do you mean I need more fighting experience? I just shit all over these dudes.
Impossible.
The Order welcomes you.
I sense death within this place.
Dude, I forgot how easy this game is with on fucking one players. What I don't like about Xbox, one, I don't like I have to plug my headset in to talk to people. Two, I don't like the way the controller feels. I don't really like the interface as much. The next run is going to be a druid. Like I've already started him. Like I'm making a werewolf druid. Because like as much as I like the Necromancer, my favorite thing to do in Diablo 2 is play melee. I feel like melee is where the challenge is. Because it doesn't take too much challenge to be crowd control-y and just corpse explosion everything. Like, I've been thinking about doing a bear druid, too. I want to do a shockwave druid. Like, shockwave and then, like, maybe like a bard. Which is like a singer barbarian.
Is that enough to earn the rogue's trust?
Alright. It's Loafman. Like, people wonder where my paladin is. Here he is right here. There's my sorceress. Lothman. Paladin. I got this person in Nightmare. Which this person's Immolation Arrow. This is my Druid. This is my Zealot. This is my Whirlwind Barbarian. He's right at the end of Act 5 normal. This is my Frenzy Barbarian I haven't touched in a while. on. Yeah. Nobody's on for Rainbow, so I'm gonna take a break, boys. Hope everybody had a wonderful time. Big ups to everybody for coming out to the stream. Thank you guys so much for chilling with your boy. Thanks everybody for hitting your boy up. I'll see you guys a little bit later. I'm Audi 5000. Peace, people.